Ciao, benvenuta. We're coming in with another story. So this is what we're going to do for this story. I have a random picker and you put your list in and it's going to just pick a random story that I'm going to tell from the list of stories I have. Here we go. Oh God, dreams. Okay. I guess this is a dream story. This is a pretty cool one. This is the first one I can think of right now. This takes place in Nihon, Japan, Kanagawa, in about, I think, 2019, 2018 maybe? I think 2019. Or maybe 2018, I don't know. Anyway, okay, this is a pretty crazy one actually. So, I get to the apartment in Japan that I'm staying in. This was an Airbnb, but I was staying there much longer. So I was staying there for a year. I was trying to stay there for like 3 years. I never found a job that could sponsor the visa. But anyway, so I just asked the guy who gave the Airbnb and I said, can I just rent this place? He said, yeah, so here, $500 a month, blah, blah, okay, deal. Anyway, so this apartment would be infested with mosquitoes every night. Every night I would go to sleep. I mean, in the day too. And at first I'd slap them, and it was about 2 or 3 got slapped to death. And I said, you know what? Actually, no, I don't know if anyway, so, and then I just decided I'm gonna do what I usually do, and I catch bugs in a little cup and I put them outside, you know. So just day after day I'd be catching these mosquitoes, like 5 a day, putting them outside. Then at night when I'd be trying to sleep, you would just hear and I'd have to get up. I'm like, I want to catch it, put it outside, go back to sleep. Or I'd feel like something biting, and I'd get up and I have to get this dumb mosquito. And after a while, I'd get impatient, and then a couple would get smacked, and then I'd be like, okay, Devin, you gotta catch them, put them outside. And then I go back to catching them, putting them outside. So maybe all in all, about 5 mosquitoes got murdered. The rest, lucky boys, got put outside. I don't know, maybe some of the same bugs I put outside came right back in and then got slapped, and it was like, don't test it. So eventually I went to the dollar store and I got like foam lining, and I put it all around the door because I was like trying to find where these bugs are coming through, looking all at every hole. And when I put this foam padding around the perimeter of the door, they still were getting in, and I was just like, what the hell, where are they coming in from? I was like, whatever, you know what, these mosquitoes are not gonna last. They're not gonna come here. So they're gonna stop. I know they're gonna stop. And then I go to sleep one night I fall asleep, and I am in dream world, and I'm standing at the screen door, and there's mosquitoes on mosquitoes. So there's a screen door there, right? And there'd be a bunch of mosquitoes just at the screen, just like going back and forth, hitting into it. And like there'd be like 20 at the screen door, and like, you know, a few would get in. But anyway, so in this dream, I'm in the apartment and I'm looking at the screen door, and it's the same thing. There's just a bunch of mosquitoes at the screen door, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, these freaking mosquitoes, man, holy nah. So what happens in this dream? One gets in, and it's the size of a fist. Mosquito the size of a fist. And I'm like, it's the boss. So I jump up in the dream and I just spike it. I spike it like a volleyball and it goes, bounces off the ground and boom, boom, boom. You win. And then the mosquito just goes, bursts into flames. And I'm like, ha ha ha. And then none of the mosquitoes would come in and all of them disappeared from the screen in the dream. And then I wake up, I was like, that was pretty cool. And you know what happened? Never again did a mosquito come into the room. So, this was a short story, but I'm going to make it a little longer. Got to get that 10 minutes in, you know. So, and yeah, that was pretty cool. And I would just wonder. Some, maybe like 2 or 3 came in, but then when I would take them, put them back out, they all stopped. There was never like usually it'd be like 20 at the screen door, and this time after the dream there would be like 5 every day. And then, like, you know, 1 would get in every week. I put it outside, and then they just weren't at the gate or weren't at the screen door at all anymore. And I was wondering if it was the dream or maybe the weather was changing, because it was getting to the colder months, but it wasn't getting that cold at that point. I mean, like, it was pretty weird. I don't know. And then I bought a book about dreams, the Toltec dreaming practices, Mexican Toltec dreaming practices, and they do mention a lot of things like changing your reality, changing your destiny through your dreams, and how shaman would change weather through their dreams, or, you know, there's levels of dreams where you could go deeper and deeper into the core of creation, and just certain colors and dreams that mean, if your dream is like filtered red, or the whole filter of it is blue, you know, like, means something else. But though these are a certain culture's dreaming practices, it need not apply to all cultures, I suppose. If one has his own certain or her own certain dream culture within themselves. But either way, I smacked the giant boss mosquito in a dream, and from then on, all the mosquitoes stopped coming. But it was funny because a girl came in next door. She moved in next door, and she was complaining about all the mosquitoes. And I'm like, dude, you need to dream and smack the mosquitoes away. So it's kind of weird because she was getting mosquitoes, but I wasn't anymore. So it's pretty trippy. I don't know. She didn't smack the boss mosquito yet. I just told the world, I said, you know, I'm going to stop these mosquitoes. I will. And then that night I dreamed of the big boss mosquito, but I don't know. It could be some weird thing. It could be the weather and everything just aligned, and the system within knew, oh, the weather's going to change cold. Give him a dream about a mosquito boss that he's going to smack, and then the mosquitoes are going to stop coming, but they're going to stop coming anyway. I don't know. That's a dream story. Happened in Japan. There's other dream stories. Maybe I could tell 2. Yeah, I'll tell another one. I had a dream of this quick dream of a kid riding a bike, and he was just going, fuck your mom, with a mad face, like he was mad at the world. And there was a truck coming by, and he's like, fuck your mom, to the truck. And a week later, just down the intersection, a young boy was run over by a truck while riding his bike. Um, yeah, two most significant ones, I suppose. There are others, though they're just simple. For example, I had a dream where. Oh, okay. Here's this one was one of the craziest. So one night I had a dream, and it was like a video game, and I was in a mansion with black granite floors, and it was just classy, super classy marble staircases and all, and statues and fountains, and there's these like guys running at me. It was like a wave video game of waves, like, but it wasn't zombies, it was Supra soldiers. Those guys in Killzone they have like the red eyes, and they're all donned up with armor, body armor and helmets. Guys like that. They look like that. And I'm just like, and I'm shooting them, and I'm with someone. And it's just points are popping up every time I kill one or whatever. So this dream ends. Okay, that was weird. And then I'm talking to Gusty Baby. And Gusty Baby's like, yo, I had this crazy dream about like it was like a video game or something, and he was saying that in a mansion or whatever. I don't know. He was saying the exact same thing, and I was like, whoa, okay, it's pretty crazy. We had like the same dream, and we're just like, oh man. So that's that episode of SpongeBob where they meet each other in their dreams. This is real. This you can do this. So then the next night, I had a dream, and we both came, and we both had so this first dream of this wave thing, when we were speaking about it, we were like at 90% similarity of what we both experienced. So then the next night became another dream, and we saw each other in this dream. And I forget what this dream was in the second night, although I wake up and Gusty Baby and I talk about it, and we're like, whoa, we met in this dream again, but it was like 70%, 75% similarities. Okay, third night, I have another dream. I don't remember what happened in this one. I want to remember. I remember like the last two, or the last one. But anyway, Gusty Baby and I talk again. It's like 50% similarity. Everything is like, it's like we met Nexus in the dream, and then like we started like distancing farther. So the dream started getting less similar, but we were still there. And then fourth night, becomes like 30% similarity. Fifth night, I just remember that I'm like floating in this dream. I'm not there, but I'm like looking at it like a spirit. And Gusty Baby comes in like Bear Jew with a baseball bat. And there's this like neo-Nazi guy just on his knees, tied up, with his hands behind his back, and I'm just watching. All I can do is watch. And Gusty Baby's like, clack, over the side of his head, and just starts beating him with the bat. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna float away. And I just floated floated up to the ceiling, floated away. I don't gotta look at that. And then we spoke again, and he was doing something similar to that, but it was like really not similar. It was like 10% similar. And then we just didn't have dreams with each other anymore. It's pretty weird. Anyway, take the dream world and the waking world as the same. You can also take them as different and separate, although have the wisdom to integrate them for this waking life can be the dream world, and the dream world can be the waking life. And one can reach the deepest depths of one's inner core and the mind and subconscious perceptions and systems and karmic patterns that one has built for oneself and the world has built, and one can shape the destiny of themselves or of all and be a safer life and a happier person and a much more conscious and proper, responsible, free, living soul and being in this life. Just stay happy and make sure everything is fine with how you live and the choices you make are leading you to the happiness you would like. Farewell. Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait. We're watching the stars, looking for the best, but expecting the worst. Are we gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us dance.